Hello. Hello, hello. There she is. Hey, Nikki. How's it going? Soon to be Canadian citizen. Alrighty. Let's continue. That's me. Yes. Yes. Get out of my swamp. Oh, let's do this first, I guess. This is, why do I have, really? Fook yeah, bud. See, I'm so in. You've already got it. You'll just have to coach me up a bit when I come to Scotland. Because I can't play the bagpipes. And I don't know the words to Scotland the Brave. So, I feel like that's, stumbling out of the first hurdle. Out of the gate. Instant disqualification. No citizenship for me. I got you. Thank you. Perfect. And everything will be fine. Alright. That's good enough for now. Let's do this path. Not explain to me that my injection will cost 80 pounds. Jesus. That is pretty expensive. It's not covered by, your... Don't you guys have, socialized healthcare? Or is it not for everything kind of thing, or what? Oh. Wait, where's the dirt? Oh, here maybe? Oh, is it behind? Oh, there's the seam. You can tell there's little seams. And that's where the section ends. Alright, let's get this tree cleaned. Injections are only free for those that are vulnerable, and I'm choosing to have it rather than needing it. Oh. Huh. Well, fair enough, I guess. The text messages are so weird because they're not written like the characters. They were clearly written just by some rando. see the seam on it. Oh, there's... yeah. Oh, down here. See. There we go. That's the angle. If I had known, I would have passed out, but he had already injected me. Oh, there you go. It works out. I'm a superhero now. Well, or I'm being tracked. One of those. Yeah. Hard to tell. It's probably the tracking thing. Because don't you know, I'm so interesting. Elon actually wants to know exactly what I'm doing at all times. My skincare routine? Nah, I actually just popped a zit on my face yesterday, and it did not go well. I don't have a skincare routine. I just basically like wash my face with the same soap I use for the rest of my body. That's it. It's the magic. Try having good genetics. Thoughts? Thoughts on my strat? It's a bad strat. That works for me, apparently. You're drying out your skin? Yeah, but my skin's oily, so a little bit of drying out goes a long way. I am a grease lord. Guy was asking blah, 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 why I was getting it. I said, traveling to Canada, better safe than sorry. He's like, OMG, that's amazing. Does nobody in Scotland travel or what? Everybody's just like, whoa, you're going to visit the outside world? That's crazy. And you're coming to like Canada of all places. It's like not even, I don't even know if that's really that exotic. But maybe I'm biased because I live there. He had just come back from Morocco. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's like, oh my God, you're going to another place that's like pretty similar to here? That's sick. We're gross and infected. That's why I moved away. True. Don't say we, Vixen. You're not one of us anymore. You traitor. I'm just kidding. Obviously. I hope that's obvious. You can take a Canadian out of Canada, but you can't take the Canada out of... I don't know. UK end of this month. Nice, nice, nice. That'll be fun. Is that a trip with you and Bear, or is a friend in town? Are you going with them? My sister, nice. That's fun. Whereabouts are you going in the old UK? Are you going to Scotland? And if not, what the hell? You gotta visit Nikki. I wonder if we'll ever see a unified Ireland. Because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong and I don't understand the culture, but I feel like the threat of religious persecution is probably less now. Which was, I think, the driving force, at least from my very limited understanding, the driving force for them staying in the EU, or Northern Ireland staying in the as part of UK. I don't know. We will not. Okay. They're still not huge fans. All right. Well, fair enough. Because from what I read, it sounded like the main thing was that there was like was it a Catholic minority, and they were like, oh man, we are so gonna get bombed if we don't have the protection of the crown, basically. They still fight quite a lot? Oh, okay. Yeah, one of those things, I guess, eh? Isn't culture fun? Isn't culture so fun? We hate each other even though we literally live in the same country. We even believe in the same God. We just worship him in different ways. And completely incompatible societies. We cannot possibly coexist. Terrific stuff. God, I love religion. London, Edinburgh, Dublin, Bristol. And then from Bristol, we'll do day trips to like Bath and Cardiff and stuff. And then back to London for a day before we fly home. Cool. How long are you there? Just a couple weeks? A week or two? Looks like I didn't miss anything inside the house, which is pretty cool. 69%, nice. $16 nice. That's a fun vacation. Little vacation for the gamers. Never been to the UK, might as well see a bunch of stuff, for sure. For sure. I have flown over the UK. It's as close as I've been. But one day, I'll win the lottery, and then I'll go visit Nikki in Scotland. Unless she's moved here, in which case, well, no need for that. Okay, here's the seam. Edinburgh, we're doing a long day trip to Loch Ness and throughout the Highlands. Nice. That'll be cool. Awkward. Oh, do you not want me to come? Okay. You didn't want me to visit. It's fine. Acceptable. I can accept that. Having some random Canadian invade your home. I will probably visit your grandmother, though, because she seems to want to meet Canadians. I just won't tell you I'm there. That way it's not weird. Only there for 2 hours, but worth it, I think. I mean, yeah. I mean, okay, not to be like a completely unromantic douche about travel, but like Loch Ness, the thing about it is the loch, right? Like that's the exciting part. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how long I can stare at a body of water without being like, all right, all right, cool, got it, you know? But maybe that's just me being a douche. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't, if I was like visiting the Great Lakes, I've never seen like Lake Superior or Lake Huron or anything like that, or at least not that I remember. Nessie knows I'm going, so he'll come say, exactly. Like, you won't have to wait. Take a selfie with him. Or her. I think it's a her. It's just water. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like the natural beauty of the landscape, but like, I wouldn't like I wouldn't stay for a week and be like, wow, 168 hours of looking at this, amazing. But again, I am a douche, so maybe that's just that. All right, where's the line? Okay, so looks like here. All right, and then where does it turn into rear again? Bing. Right here. Okay, there's the line. It's the grass. Sweet. All right. Now we clean the last quarter of the level, which is all floor. But should be relatively simple and straightforward. We've never seen it. True. True. And things change anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's actually Cthulhu. The World Eater. How much more can I see unless I plan to hike all over the highlands? And I think a few hours in the main places is sufficient. Yeah. Like when I went to Europe with school, we only were in Belgium, the whole country, for like 6 hours. We got like a waffle cone, some chocolate, and we left. It's like, I feel like I missed out a little bit, you know, because Belgium's a pretty place. Whereas like if you're going specifically to the, like we went to, we were in Paris for a few days. But, like, we went around and saw a bunch of different things. We didn't, like, stand at the Eiffel Tower for a week and just be like, wow. Isn't that impressive, you know? Like, once you see it, you've seen it. And then what? I think for me, like, traveling is more about what you do than what you see. Although seeing stuff is nice. Like, getting to see the Notre Dame Cathedral, very cool. Would I have stayed there for a whole week? No. But it was really cool. Cathedrals are sick. Maybe that's just my waspy roots talking, but there is something magical about them. What? Why is there a ladder in here? Who put that there? Donkey, was that you? That must have been one wild party. I saw the prompt pop up to pick up equipment. I was like, what? You what, mate? Stopping at the Hermitage, Glencoe, Tindrum, and Kilmahog. It's a whole driving tour. See, that's fun though. Going to like the different little cities and seeing stuff and all that kind of thing. Getting out of London, getting out of the touristy spots. I would assume that's not touristy spots, but yeah, that's fun. That's a good time. Like when I went, obviously we were all like high school kids and the school was liable for us, so we couldn't just wander down any back alley of, you know, Paris and be like, aha, I wonder what's down here. Oh, heroin, you know. But what we saw was cool. Touristy, but it's, oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm with you. I want to visit Japan someday, but they're apparently about to make that a lot more difficult, so that sucks. Apparently they're like jacking up prices of stuff and charging tourists more for things, and which is like, you know, they're within their rights to do that, but it doesn't make me want to go there. Feels like you're just going to cripple your tourism industry. Or, I mean, maybe they're just banking on the power of weebs being like, no, this is good. I'm going to pay 600% for like a cracker at the airport. Maybe they're just banking on the blind love of weebs, which, you know, fair. We could be making so much more money off these idiots. That's what I imagine the conversation went like. You know, it's funny. When I think of, you know, England, for example, or Britain, whatever you call it nowadays, I definitely think of like, oh, London. Like London is the city, you know? And I wonder how how British folks would feel about that, given that like I'm sure people think the same thing about Toronto in Canada, being like, oh, Toronto, that's the city, that's the spot. If you want to do anything in Canada, you go to Toronto. It's like technically that's true, but we've also got like Montreal and Ottawa to a lesser extent maybe because it's a government town, but still, it's still a million people. Like it's not a small city. But it's definitely, I wouldn't say Ottawa's like a cultural hub unless you really love shawarma, like I do. Plans to meet up with Chewy, really? That's awesome. Oh man, I miss that guy. I hope he's doing well. He pops in every so often, which is really nice of him. We had some good times. Chewis Lewis. Disneyland, Disney World, New York, and Mormons. Mormons. Yeah, I would say like New York, LA, Orlando. If I had to guess, I'd say like that's the cities that most folks would go to. Although I'm sure other places have like vibrant tourism sectors. Like I'm sure Wyoming has like a very never mind. A bustling tourism sector. Good old Wyoming. Vegas. Oh, Vegas, yeah, true. There's a lot of cities. What the fuck? Who am I kidding? You'd have to break it down by state, I feel like. It's a big place with a lot of stuff going on. Never been to New York, even though I lived in driving distance and loved Broadway. Yeah, I've been. Granted, again, it was a school trip for a weekend, but and we did stay at the Sheraton on Times Square, which is kind of cool. But also, I don't know. We didn't have enough time to like get into the real like nitty gritty of it and experience the culture of the city or anything like that. We basically were there. We had pizza at a place. It was fine. I don't know why New Yorkers jizz themselves over pizza. We played some shows, or one or two shows maybe. We went to the Empire State Building because that's what you do apparently. But I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's a big city. If you like big city vibes, you'll like it there kind of thing. As far as the whole concrete jungle where dreams are made of, which doesn't make sense as a sentence. I don't know, maybe. But I'm sure there's a lot more to it. But as a tourist, it was like, oh, it's a big city. Cool, I guess. But that's probably me and my bias of like, I like to do stuff and not just see things. And we didn't really get to do much. So that's probably why I'm not like so gung-ho about it. Really? Whatever, dude. Only ever been to New York in America? How'd you like it? Enough about my stupid. Did you enjoy your time? Me being a downer about everything because I don't care for travel. Did the Empire State and 9/11 Memorial. We did a day-long bus tour. Meant to go to Statue of Liberty, but they had a bad hurricane and was deemed unsafe. So we just got to go on the boat and look at it as we went past. Yeah, Statue of Liberty is pretty cool. We didn't get to see that either. It would have been nice. Good old France. They know how to make pretty things. Only went for 4 days, so not a long time. Yeah, that's fair. I got sick on my New York trip too on the way back. Actually, woke up the day we were leaving and was pretty sick. Had a nice fever the whole bus ride home. Made the trip go by quick. Because, yeah, like Vixen's saying, it's only about 4 or 5 hours from where we are, so it's not a long drive at all. Just have to get over the border. Look at this. We're almost done. Can you believe that? The Shrek in the Swamp karaoke dance party. All right. Surely this is enough. Maybe I missed a patch somewhere. Nice. Get out of my swamp. Nikki's favorite thing to say. Not in a big rush to go to America at the moment with the way things are over there. Yeah, can't blame you there. Can't blame you there. The swamplands. Oh God, 650. This is gonna be. Oh my God. This is gonna be a huge job. All right. What's the haps? Get on the running wheel for 20 seconds. I guess this is the running wheel? No, VAT interior. Running wheel outer track. Conveyor belt. Can I get up here without anything? Oh, I can. Easy. And now we play the waiting game. Easy. Look at me, Shrek. I'm trotting. All right. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute fucking nightmare. This is going to take like today and probably most of Sunday. Made it. Guess I should just get on this. There's no point in waiting for it to go around. No, don't walk. Oh. All right. The barrel mount. I think it's going to be underneath that I need to clean still, so we'll wait. Ugh, they made this so annoying, dude. Ugh. It's alright. We'll get it. Easy peasy. Nothing to do but start. I think we can do the majority of this without like the scaffolding or any ladder or anything like that, so. Might just need it to get up into places. I can't wait to play more Sea of Stars over the weekend. I'm trying to keep Power Wash for my online game, my stream game, because I've finished the last 2 games I've played, or some of the last games I've played off stream, which is kind of a blue ball for those getting invested in it. So I've got Sea of Stars that I've already platinum Sea of Stars on stream once, so I'm gonna just do the PS5 version off stream. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy my time with it. Played a little bit of it last week. Was like, yeah, this game's cute. Would highly recommend if you guys haven't played it. It's very, very fun. Very accessible. Story's cute. Music's good. Combat is fun. It's a good time. Especially if you've never played something like Chrono Trigger. It borrows pretty heavily from genre tropes. And it's a Canadian-made game. So, not that I'm hard flexing how good we are at everything, but we are. Wow. Okay. Well, at least it's a pattern consistent across the DLC so far, both SpongeBob and Shrek. They're extremely forgiving. Like, there's very little where I've had to, like... There were a couple spots in the original Power Wash campaign where it's just like, oh my god, like, where do I have to clean? There's no dirt, but it's not popping. But with the DLCs, it's been pretty straightforward. Oh, nice. So I can clean them from here. Biggest thing is just getting over here, I suppose. There we go. Centrifuge barrel. The top is clean. That's good. I guess we can get in here. Will this turn on? No. We don't give a... Yeah, this is gonna... I doubt that I'll finish this today. In 2 hours. Very, very unlikely. There's a seam here, but it doesn't seem to matter for the object itself. The cleanliness. I think I'm trying to, I always ask myself, well, not always, but sometimes I ask myself, like, where would I want to visit, if I could. And I can't really think of too many places, to be honest, that I'm like absolutely dying to go to. I don't count if it's like 90% of the trip would be to visit friends, because then I'm going for my friends. I'm not really going for the place. Like, we can meet up at like a friggin' Starbucks and it'd be fine, you know? So I don't really count that so much. I don't know. I guess I never really got bitten by the whole like travel bug. It's probably for the best, because that shit is very expensive. I'd say Florida, but it's legit only for Disney. Yeah, you just say Disney at that point, right? Be honest with me, and I want you to be honest. Are you going there for the meth? Which I can also do in Paris. Yeah, I mean, it's not the real. There's a lot of talk about like authentic cultural experiences, and I'd say if you're gonna go to Disney, you have to go to the Disney, right? That feels like a fair thing to say. If I missed. Ah. Zervigo. Can you imagine doing a job like this with limited water? This would take like 15 hours. Trying to be like careful about how much water you're using. Christ. All right, surely I can get up here without. Huh? Nope. Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe I do need the scaffolding. Is there scaffolding? Is there no scaffolding? There is no scaffolding. Wow. I like that like half of it is fine. Alright. Let's clean the vat. Oh my god, this whole it doesn't even look. Oh. Alright. I'm with you there. Hmm. Where on the rim am I missing? Oh, here. Thank you. Thank you. That's about. I feel like this is like it's a good demonstration of shadows and things like that. Because really, you can think of the water as a beam. If you think of it as like a beam of light, then the way that you can see the way that it interacts with stuff, like you saw when I was cleaning the spout, it basically left a shadow, which is kind of cool. If someone's like learning art or something and they're struggling with visualizing the effect of a shadow, I think this game, weirdly enough, would be a very good visual demonstrator of that. Of like how shadows work. You know, I'm bitching about jobs taking forever, but like also I spent like $8 on each of these DLCs and I got them on sale. So at least they're giving you your money's worth. Because all said and done, this is going to be like 20 hours of playtime probably for all the DLCs. So like SpongeBob was about 4. Shrek has been, this will be 9 after today. 8.5, 9. So it'll be way more than 20 hours. I lied. You can also see how circles are constructed in video games. They're usually just, because obviously you can't, I don't know if a computer can make a circle. So they just make them polygons with a lot of sides. And it's close enough. So if a polygon has like a million sides, you're not going to be able to tell them apart. You're not going to be able to see that it has a million sides without getting really up close and personal. So it looks like a circle. And that's how we get around making circles in video games. So you can see, like, if you look at this thing, you can see where it goes like whoop, and then it changes direction, and then it changes direction, and these are all individual sides. And that's how we make circles. Educational tag, by the way. Have to justify it. What? All right. That was a crazy pop. What? Oh, the ladder's over here. I was like, what? I just hacked. But no, the ladder's there. No. All right. This is going to pop so early, isn't it? Maybe not. Nice. Sweet. Let's get the platform done, I guess. Hello? Jerk. I mean, we're already 10% of the way done. That's pretty good. The walls also count, or at least some of the walls count, so that's a big chunk. I forget how much money you get for doing the pyramid job in the main campaign. Nice. I think it's like 2100 or something, isn't it? I don't remember. Actually, I should do it from under here, I guess. Although, yeah. This is the move. Pretty good. Maybe up top. No. Oh. Well, now I am rather greatly confused. Frame. Oh, it's this. Duh. Duh. I'm dumb. It's amazing how everything is so uniformly coded. All right. can't stand up. Oh, I can't hear. Get as much of that as I can. It'll be hard to see that, but given how forgiving this is, I don't think we'll need it. I'm just imagining like there's some like pro power wash player out there just sitting watching, like he's not even min-maxing his nozzle usage. God, fucking casuals ruin everything, dude. Yeah, my bad. I'm a yellow nozzle purist. Sorry, not sorry. What's going on up there? The light show. Nice. Nice. The balloon arch. Vindication. That's pretty good. Nice. Looks like the vat stand is clean. And it only took me 70,000 hours. Hell. Oh my god. Do we clean the walls first? Never a good sign when you press the reveal dirt button and your whole screen lights up. Never a good sign. I think we're good. Pixie dust extracted. Make a nice little circle around this. Perfect. I guess we started this end. Danger. What is danger? Water cooler. Potion room. There we go. Nice. Tree door. Tree done. Nice thing is like I barely need to swap off Stubby here because not too much is far away. I probably will at some point for certain things, but everything seems to be pretty much within striking distance, so that's good. Yeah, that's getting pretty close, but now let's just jump. For a redwood tree. You don't cry when a monster dies in a monster movie. Did you cry at E.T. when E.T. died? He wasn't a monster. Caused a real commotion. God, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is so funny, man. This is what goes through my head, by the way. Like, I just repeat songs, repeat shows I've seen clips of. That's it. When this is going on. It's like I'm watching them in the background, which is probably, maybe that's part of the reason why I have pretty decent resistance to tedium. Because I can, like, entertain myself. I remember when I was playing Tetris, like, it was usually just Brooklyn Nine-Nine going through my head, or some other YouTube videos I'd been watching. Look at that. Nice, healthy tree. Yeah, I guess it's either like YouTube videos that go through my head or fucking old Miracle Whip commercials. I don't know. My brain goes to some weird places. And you know what? That's fine. Probably a sign of psychosis, but it's fine. Yes, it's fine. Thank you, voice in my head. How's it going, free sample? You guys ever like see people out and about and wonder if they're like an NPC? Like if we are inside a simulation, then surely there's NPCs, right? Like those. If you've ever played Pokemon, there are trainers you encounter along routes and stuff, but there's also just people that stand there and do nothing. I wonder what percentage of the world is NPCs if this is the case. Good, chillin'? Nice. Oh, we're gonna get a text message from Prince Charming. He's so charming. Never gonna wash my phone again. My eyes. Flashbanged. I guess we'll just go clockwise around the room. Around the room. At least for the walls. And then we'll get to something and we'll clean it. Hello. Pressing reveal dirt button is like, hello, how blind would you like to be? Extremely? Okay. Do a quick itinerary of the potion room, make sure nothing's... Itinerary? I think you mean inventory. Toadstool softener. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Alpha seltzer. This is all one piece. I don't think that way because I feel it can be dehumanizing in some ways. Oh, yeah, like I don't actually think people are NPCs. It's just if we're in a simulation, you know, it's a thought experiment. I'm not definitely like, oh my God, we should purge all these NPCs. No. I'm with you there. That's not what I'm about. But it is interesting to wonder, like, if we are in a simulation, how many folks are just like scenery, you know? 15 stream streak. God damn. Oh, this. Oh, okay. This wall extends. There's no dirt up there, though. Thank God. Thank God I'd have to go and get the ladder. Even though I can call it across the room with my magical abilities. To me, ladder. Well, I'm glad you find it entertaining, Free Sample, because I've not been diagnosed with insanity, but it's a coming. I think it broke when you did a mini stream. Oh yeah, that was a couple weeks ago at this point, but that, I think the timeline works out because I only stream about 4 times a week. It was I got sick like right as I was about to complete Tetris. Like I got the last double S rank I needed. And then basically the same day I was feeling like kind of blah. And so I streamed for like 30 minutes on the Sunday just to figure out what game I was playing next. Because I think it's important I do the wheel spin where there's witnesses and we can have a record of it. So I'm not like manipulating my own system, depriving myself of fun. Just funny, yeah. No, I've ruined your whole life and I apologize. Oh shit, we've got some rust. Roost. I wonder if how much of it we're actually going to need to get. Because it's looking pretty good. Gotta hit it with the middle of the beam. Can I see this? I can. It's gonna ding soon. There we go. Nice. I've been more consistent with my Ritalin and it's telling my body I need naps. So I've been resting a lot more. It's actually been nice. Sweet. It is nice when you, I don't know if you'd call it a breakthrough, but when you make like a health breakthrough like that, or like make that one adjustment where you're like, ooh, wait, this actually has like really good results. Feels nice. Because then it's like, oh man, I actually can at least somewhat improve my day-to-day and my quality of life. Feels good. Calms my brain. I can listen to what my body needs better. That's definitely important. Eat more consistently. That's huge. That was something I learned, or at least heard of. I don't know. But like eating consistently is better than eating inconsistently. So that's why I'm a little confused about the whole intermittent fasting thing. Like I don't know if that's just like a trendy thing. Cause like the whole idea is that you you put your body into like starvation mode and then it burns more calories or something. I don't know. I don't really know how it works, but also like the concept of it is just kind of mind-boggling, baffling to me. Intermittent fasting, isn't that just like not eating all the time? Wow, that was all right. Sweet. Nice. Feeling good about this. Oh. Okay. So where does this one stop? Aha, okay. Oh, okay, I see. So this little like yellow line is the cutoff for the floor objects. Man, these are some big floors. Let's do this section of floor and see if I'm right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So if I am right, that means this section should be all one. Because usually the sections have to be contiguous, like they can't be separated. Otherwise they just become separate sections. separate sub jobs. Yeah, oh my god, chaos spraying is like, I don't know. You got to be methodical about it. Like, I'm not even the most methodical. I was saying earlier, you probably heard that I was like, there's some competitive power wash players seething that I'm not like min-maxing my nozzles. And I'm just sticking with yellow. But I just find yellow to be the most consistent. It's like the narrowest nozzle you have that isn't the red one. Like just the beam. So, I don't know. I just find it to be better. I can go pretty quick with it, but I also don't miss any dirt. I guess I should do this section first. I sometimes get a little like, why am I cleaning the floor right now when I still have walls and shit to do? But I usually try and just tackle one section at a time. I wonder if I can get all this in one. Yeah, buddy. Someone chaos spray, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's one of those things where you're just like, it's so hard not to backseat that and be like, you know, this would be a lot faster if you like typewritered it, you know? Because then you don't have to retrack over so many places at once. Like you can just, you know, you can just sweep. Can you imagine like mowing? I view it a lot like mowing a lawn. Like, can you imagine just picking up the lawnmower and like driving it around in random lines and then being like, all right, sweet. Now I just have to get all these little tufts that I left behind. Other person I watched them play other games, yeah, it was so odd. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's, you know, and it's their style at the end of the day. You're not going to be like, oh, man, you're doing it wrong. But for me, yeah, it would drive me insane just watching that and being like, deep. Just like I'm sure there's some sweat lord watching me being like, he should be using the white nozzle here. The white nozzle would be cleaning 10 times faster. Like, that is definitely true. Like, if I swapped to the white right now, this is way bigger of an area. But you can see the crappy lines it makes at the borders of it. I don't like the lines. It's just more probability that you're going to end up leaving some little splotchy shit behind. Like, look at that. I hate that. Back to yellow. Nice clean lines. Clean borders. Clean edges. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, okay, so this is not the whole thing. So where does this part go, then? Oh, it's past this. Oh, I'm trolling. Okay, that's fine. Me. Oh, it's here. Generator floor. Okay, so I guess this is the end of it? The edge? Yeah, so this is the seam here. I also like, you know, make it's like coloring. Like you make the outline and then you color it in. It's nice. It's satisfying. So this is where we're interested in right now. Okay. So this should be, oh, and I guess this. Let's get rid of this. Yellow the best? Yes. Yellow nozzle supremacy? Wars have been started over less. Yeah, the white one is the super wide nozzle. It's the widest one we have. But it's also, that ends up meaning that it's the weakest. So you get those like really crappy splotchy lines at the edges of your beam. Whereas here you can see like, yeah, it's not like a perfectly straight line, but it's also not splotchy. Like it's one solid line and I can just do this. Like even green would probably be better, but nah. I'm pot committed. There was one, there's a couple trophies or achievements in Power Wash in the main game where it's like, oh, complete this job using only the red nozzle or only the white nozzle or whatever. I think there's one for only yellow, and I was like, yes, this is the map for me. It's like they made this. You made this? I made this. Smile. Nice. Woo, big ding there. We could do the floor here. Why not? I want to see where I'm going here. Yeah, it's super duper forgiving, which is very nice. I wonder if they got feedback on that in the first game, or in the, you know, what do you call it? And I wonder what kind of stuff Power Wash 2 is going to have. Because I would bet that they put more difficulty options in, which is something I'm really liking that games are doing, because like I like it when games give you the option to, at least in some sense. It doesn't have to be like an easy, medium, hard, whatever. Like Pacific Drive, which is a game I played mostly off stream, I think. A little bit on stream, but that was like when I started work, so last year. That game is one of the cooler, because it's got like kind of an assist mode, but it's super, super detailed. So you can really dial in the exact amount of challenge that you want, which I think is really cool. And it's a bit more explicit than something like, you know, Elden Ring, where you have to use like a certain build to make things easier. Which is like kind of the same thing, but not explicit, so it's harder to figure out. Yeah, it's been announced. I think I forget when it's coming out. I want to say like fall, but I could be wrong. Which is good, because it means they'll probably stop releasing DLC for Power Wash 1, which means I can keep my 100% once I get it. Because every time they release a new DLC, I lose my 100%. I never had it, but because I never did any of the DLC before this, but it is so annoying to be like, oh, my completion percentage is lower than yesterday because something came out with some expansion or some shit. It's like, ugh. Why must you do this? Get that hundo, you know it. I'm doing it on this is the PS4 version, and me and Nikki are working on the PS5 version together as well. It's super cool. There are some games, like Moving Out is one of them, where it's like, it's a co-op game. It's designed to be played co-op, but only the host gets trophies. Even if you're playing, like local co-op, only the host gets trophies, which is really goofy. So, but this game is like, I hopped in and helped Nikki with a trophy, but then when I hosted the DLC stuff, and so she's getting the trophies for that as well, which is super nice. You have to own the DLC, I think, to be able to hop in, but it is pretty cool that that we both get trophies for it, because that means we don't have to do it twice, and everybody gets to have fun. Waiting for you to do Raft. Is it on my wish list still? Let me see. I'm not going to be doing too many new games this year, though, because the goal is that I want to complete more games that I've already finished. Okay, so it's definitely not installed. Did I buy it? No. I thought it was on my wish list, though. Am I wrong? Ah, there it is. It's on my wish list. Jansen, welcome back for the 38 months. Thank you for the Prime sub, man. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Oh, wait, I'm doing the floor first. Thanks very much, dude. Appreciate the primer. Thought you already... I have, but there is DLC, and we're going... This year, the theme is 100%. It's not just Platinums. So the Platinum trophy is just for the base game, And that's always how it is with PlayStation games. The platinum is only attached to the base list, and then the other DLC lists are separate and don't have a platinum. But we're going for the 100%. So if you look at my trophies, you'll see Power Wash Sim. I have the plat, but it's only 61%. He decided to have fun. I actually got really lucky. So Nikki and I were going to play this on weekends, just for a couple hours a weekend, and just sort of work through it over a couple months. But then on Sunday, after I'd finished Inscription, I spun my wheel, and I landed on Power Wash Sim, the PS4 version. So I'm going to be all power washed out by the end of this. I was originally going to play Chariot off stream, which is a PS3 game. I got my PS3 set up finally. Going to play this off stream, but it's just such a cute game, and it's so much fun, and it's really difficult, and it's super rare, so I want to play it on stream. I platinumed the PS4 version of it in 2021. It was probably my first really hard platinum of this era of trophy hunting that I did. But I did it off stream. So I want to do the PS3 version on stream because it's just as rare. And it'll be my 5th ever sub 1% platinum rarity, which is pretty insane. It's like my favorite kind of trophy list. The game is like a physics little puzzle platformer. You can play it local co-op if you want. The trophy list is demanding and asks a lot of the player, but it's all still fun. It's not like stupid grind of like, oh, pick up these, like friggin' Dark Souls 3 where it's like, oh, you want to farm that Covenant item? Yeah, it's going to take you 10 hours of killing the same 2 guys. Hope you enjoy that. Ha 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 ha. So it's not that, which is really nice. It's like skill-based stuff, like beat this level without using a gadget or do all the speed runs and stuff like that. So big fan. And then, of course, the game is physics-based, so you can jank the shit out of it, which is also extremely fun because it allows for player creativity and skill expression, which I'm a fan of. So I wanted to save that one. And it's a Canadian-made game, and it's cute as hell, so I wanted to save it for stream. But, yes, Power Wash. We are washing powerfully, as you can see. So I'm working on the DLC. So I picked up all the DLC. Nikki and I are working our way through the PS5 version, and I've been sort of plowing through the PS4 version as of Sunday, basically. And it's quite fun. It's very relaxing. We get to chat. I don't have to like think about the game too much. We can just talk about whatever we want, or I can just meander on about Miracle Whip commercials or whatever. Wait, I haven't finished the floor yet. Ryan, stop getting distracted. But yeah, it's super fun. I think I might do something for like a little special for Canada Day stream where I play like an hour or so of a bunch of different Canadian-made games. Could be fun. There's a lot of really good ones. Chariot's one of them, but Hardspace Shipbreaker is another one which I didn't play too much of on stream, if any, except for the end, I think. And then A Sea of Stars is another one, There's a lot of really good Canadian-made games, and it'd be cool to celebrate them on Canada's birthday. Miracle Whip, so rebellious and tangy, yeah. Yeah. The thing about Miracle Whip is that we will not tone it down. We are Miracle Whip. Fucking dumb, dude. You guys ever, like, watch ads and, like, it makes sense. Like, you're like, yeah, all right, whatever. And then you actually think about it and you're like, what did I just watch? Somebody made this. Like, smile. Somebody made this and got paid to make this. And it really makes no sense. Why? Does this work? Does this work on people? I mean, it must, obviously, but why? I'm streaming on YouTube, right? I forgot to turn that on yesterday. Okay, I am. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank goodness. We are Miracle Whip, and we will not tone it down. All right, dude. Miracle Whip big in Canada. I enjoyed it for about a year in college with my Midwestern roommate, but I can't stand it now. I'd say it's pretty big in Canada. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like mayonnaise or anything, but or ketchup and mustard or something like that. But it's definitely like people enjoy it. There's a good market for it here. But if you really want to stick it to big condiment, you'll buy the punk condiment Miracle Whip. They think they can just put you in a box. They think they can just tell you that you have to eat ketchup and mustard and relish and mayo the rest of your life. No. You can have this mayo. It's different. It's punk. Big condiment thought they were safe from the movement. I'm enjoying this, like, this stupid ass bit. Oh my god, this generator wheel spoke. What did it say? Anyway. Get all up in there. Oh, nice. Whoops. I'm not really a big Miracle Whip guy myself. Pretty much the only thing I would consistently have it on is like if I'm making like tuna salad or, well, tuna I use mayo. Salmon I usually use Miracle Whip, but I don't have that very much. So I'm definitely going to do a degen snack run this weekend though. I have not, I think it's called Girl Dinner now, but in like 2014, 2015, I was working in a warehouse like for that summer. I was like 3:30 to midnight. So I'd wake up at like 1:30 in the afternoon. And my breakfast was basically like a bag of M&M's almonds, a tube of Lay's Stacks, and like a Snickers. And that was what I ate every day to start my day. And I haven't done that in so long because I'm trying to be better about stuff like that and not eat so much crap and not spend money on it mostly. Like it's not so much about health as it is about finance and not wasting my cash. So I've tried to avoid it, but I gotta break down and do it once. I'll probably do it this weekend or next. Poor teeth. Well, I brushed them, so it was okay, I think. They haven't fallen out just yet. Nobody's gone on strike. So surely everything is fine. I would always mix it with my tuna. Yeah, it's pretty good. You just make a little tuna salad or whatever. Nice. These wheels are a pain in the rear to clean, but that's all right. Oh, there's still another one after this. Is there 4? No, there's 3. Okay. Rule of threes. I'm not being too worried about the sides because I'm going to get them anyway. So no worries there. Like right here, I can see the whole thing, so. It was a solid moment yesterday at work. One of the teachers had a little bit of a break, so they were down chatting with me. And they were looking through our print music stuff. And there was a book of like the great 50 Canadian songbook or whatever, and it 50 great Canadian songs in a book, and it was like, oh, celebrating Canadian culture and blah 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 blah. And one of them was called Sudbury Saturday Night. And I don't know if anybody knows anything about Sudbury, but it's a mining town. The biggest nickel mine in Canada is there, and I'm not sure if it's in the world anymore, but it was a huge thing. And their industry is basically just that. It's a mining town. And so I was like, Sudbury Saturday Night, like I wonder what that song's about. Probably getting hammered. And the teacher starts to read it, and she's like, the first line is like, yep, it's about getting hammered. And then there was a couple mentions of Inco, like, which we didn't know what that was. She was like, it's probably a mining company, and it was. It's like, Canadian culture, yes. It's so beautiful. The getting drunk and not thinking about going back to work, that's the Canadian dream, or at least the Sudbury dream, I suppose. Which, to be fair, like if I worked in a mine, I'd probably feel that way as well, but I don't know that I'd be good in a mine. Like I thought I knew very little about Sudbury, but apparently I know everything about Sudbury. So that's pretty cool. I'm so knowledgeable about the country I live in. I know both things. Oh, nice. Easy. Wheel spoke. There we go. There you are. And you. You're gross. Another wheel. This is wheel dumb. Rounded surfaces, man. The most cringe. So for the spots that are hard to clean, you just have to make sure you hit them with the middle of the beam and don't go so fast. They'll come off pretty easily. At least with the most powerful one anyway. Most powerful washer. I wonder what they're going to add to the... So I know that new Power Wash, the one that's coming out whenever, Power Wash 2, is going to have local co-op, which is pretty cool. So I'd imagine it'll be split screen. Because this game doesn't have that. It only has online co-op. But I wonder what else it's going to have in terms of like... Because I don't know how you'd elevate this formula, which is probably why I don't make video games, because I'm not creative enough. But I don't know how you would elevate this formula. Like, what would you add to it that demands a sequel? You know? Because surely, if it was just local co-op, surely you could patch that in, right? You wouldn't need to, like, make an entire new game. All right. Nice. That's all the wheels done. Very good. Very good indeed. Nice. Easy. Nice. That's quick. All right. Now, what? Now we could clean this part of the floor. Is there? %. Not bad. We still have about 45 minutes to an hour left of stream, so we should be able to get a decent chunk of the way through. It's just a big space. It's not overly finicky in terms of like what I actually have to clean, which is kind of nice. There's a couple annoying things, but so far nothing that's like really, really awful. Which keeps things nice and breezy. Let me get it down to like a decent size so that I can be like me. Nice. Let's try and get this part of the floor done as well. Should be able to. Oh, those are the little twinkles. I wonder if there's like 6-player speedruns of certain... There's probably individual ones, like individual level ones. All right. Let us continue. Sweet. So I should probably just do it this way. Oh. Oh, easy. Potion mixing box. Probably do the same thing for this, honestly. Nice. Huh. This isn't going to be perfect because I cleaned the vat, but it'll be cool looking. Get a little screenshot of it. Almost. It looks probably better from this angle. I clean too much stuff, but it still looks pretty cool. Let's just line it up. There we go. Cool. I guess I should put these like over here. I wonder how much the path's gonna give me. I could check, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. I wonder how much this is gonna, how early this is gonna pop. Well, all right. think today's task is just going to be try and finish the rest of the floor. I think I'll be able to do it. About a half hour left. Oh my god, the dopamine. Nice. That seems good. You butternuts ready to get squashed? The colors are giving the dinner from Hook. I am going to be honest. I don't know if I've ever seen that movie. I think I watched it once at like a summer camp or something. I know, shocking. A movie I haven't seen. It's never happened before. I thought you had seen every movie ever. I know. I talk about movies all the time. And I reference them. I'm just a movie guy. I like to movie. Sweet. Meow. Oh my god. So tall. Am I actually going to need the extension? No. Oh, easy. Wall pipe. Looks like this is the last floor. Fat floor, centrifuge floor. Oh. Oh. Ah. Rude. Oh, you son of a bitch. If you still attended movie night, it might be my next suggestion. Yeah, I haven't been really feeling too many movies recently. I got too many games I want to play. I got too much stuff I want to do with video games. And I don't have as much time to do it anymore. But I'm glad you guys are still having movie nights. It's fun. There's no reason to stop just because I'm not there. If I was smart, I would do this. Considering you don't have to stream, you can lurk and play games at the same time. Oh yeah, are you guys you guys are doing it on Saturdays still, right? Maybe I'll think about it. Ooh, I'm so stuck. This is a big floor. Last time we watched Wild Robot, which is cute. I think I've seen ads for that. Oh. This is the floor we're cleaning. It's that floor. Yep. Turn the oven on real quick. right. So ideally we get the floors done by today. I think that's doable. Shouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. It's gonna get a bit like tomorrow's gonna be a little bit slower progress, I think, because what I have to clean is more finicky, but shouldn't be too bad though. It's a lot of just like tubes and shit. Shouldn't be anything crazy. I think we can get the floors done today. Oh no. Does this count? There we go. Centrifuge. Centrifugy. Nice. Floor's done, I think. Very good. Oh, we're making really great progress, to be honest. Let's start cleaning inwards from the wall. Womp. Nice. This is going to be the annoying thing about cleaning these walls, is that there's always like pipes and shit and equipment around them. So I won't be able to get quite as cleanly, but should be alright. Pipes themselves won't be too bad to clean, which is nice. There we go. Nice. Oh, this is all one piece. Well, isn't that just fucking neato? Oh god, that's gonna be a bit annoying to get to. I can't. What? I just hover boosted. I'm cheating. What? Dude, is this wall not flat? What the fuck? There's a ladder in this wall. Alright, well that's pretty crazy. The wall's not flat, so you can walk up it a bit. That's so funny. I'm hover boosting. Actually a cheater. Magic. Yeah, true. This is the potion room. Must have drank a flying potion or something. I wonder, is there anything I can do with that? I mean, I can definitely get stuff like this. Ah! But I can probably jump and get that anyway. Oh, I'm gonna need to, oh, I can get on that platform and get this. It's fine. That is pretty wild though. A little bit too much excitement for Power Wash. Oh. Nice. Yes. I'm the king of the world. Nice. I have to back away from the wall to get my gun to go off. Ooh, my favorite game this year. That's released this year or that I've played? Because I don't know that I've played too many games that have released this year, actually. Springs in your shoes, yes. In my feets. True. I got the Nikes. So I got to jump and then back off the wall and try and spray as much as I can of this stuff that I can't see when I'm at the bottom. There we go. I hope that's in one of the time-lapse shots. Just me like, what? Played them always cheap and hardly ever get games on release. I am following that example more and more these days. Mostly because I've been let down too many times, but also to save money. I gotta put my stuff in the oven. I'll be right back. But favorite game I've played this year? That is a great question. Let's take a look. I guess I could take a look on my console too. Favorite game I've played this year? It's funny because I haven't really played too many games that I haven't already played. So for example, Talos Principle 2 was really good. Let's say that for now. Because I think Cocoon I did on January 4th, yeah. Haven't finished Nine Souls. Talos Principle 2 is in the running. Godfall sucks. Sayonara Wild Hearts, amazing, but I've already played it, so that kind of feels like cheating. After Image was pretty blah. Horizon Zero Dawn already played. Hotline Miami already played. Biped's fun. Sea of Thieves, blah. Tetris Effect, fuck no. It was fine, but not my favorite. Vampire Survivors Multiverses, no. God, look at all those trophies, dude. Holy shit. 128, looks like. Jusant, no. Thumper, absolutely not. Inscription was okay, but not as good as everybody made it sound like it was going to be. Power Wash is fun. Chariot's good, but that doesn't really count. Sea of Stars is good. I guess we'll say Talos Principle 2, because I played it. When did I get the plat for this, actually? Yeah, pretty close to the end of last year, but then I did the DLC this year. So let's say Talos Principle 2. It's a pretty fun game. Beautiful, fun puzzles, cool story. Cool story, bro. Very striking game. Can you let me jump, please, so I can clean this? I'm a little bit nervous to see how this is going to go, but we can always get up on the me again. Will this pop? Or will I have to do some more dumb jumping around? I will have to do some more dumb jumping around. I could just swap the extension, but I'm stubborn. Ah, I see. Yeah, I definitely need to be up on the column. Up on this thing, rather. Where did I put my ladders? Perfect. Nice. And fairy godmother. Ding. Sweet. So we could do the rest of the centrifuge here. The centrifuggy. How about you, Jansen? What have you been playing this year? Everybody chime in on this. What's your favorite game you played this year? Satisfying? Yeah, it's nice to have that vantage point to look down at the room. The room. And if you can imagine, someday a computer will only take up half a room. Luma Island, ooh. That's, there's a lot of games that have done like the 2.5D Stardew thing. Like, is Luma Island, is it like Coral Island as well, or Coral Reef, whatever the hell that game is? And that game was just Stardew, but with like 3D graphics, sort of. Bloons TD6. Oh, that's cool. I've been thinking of picking that up. It's a pretty rare platinum, but it also is like super grindy. So we'll see. But Stardew kind of vibe for sure. Yeah, that kind of like slice of life sim kind of thing. Harvest Moon-y. I guess we should be calling it Harvest Moon vibes, but since Stardew is very openly a homage to Harvest Moon. Beginning of the year, I was playing a lot of PGA Tour 2K23. Had a really good online community with created courses and tour systems. Still play that casually. Nice. I forget which PGA Tour I platted. I think it was 2021. That was a fun, silly like 3 days that it took. And now I've done a golf game, so I don't have to do any more if I don't want to. Ray Ray and the Beast. We don't give a what. We don't give a what. Nice. Fun, and I can do the co-op with you if it's cross-platform. Oh, really? That's cool. There's part of me that doubts that it would be cross-platform, but we can always look into it for sure. I got my buddy Max also plays. He's a big Bloons guy. I was helping him with it when we were when I was at his place last in January. We always start with this like grand idea of some game that we're going to play. In this case, it was Path of Exile 2. And we get like a few hours in and one of us gets bored. In this case, it was me. And so then we just end up like shooting the shit and just playing whatever, watching each other play whatever. It's fun. Can't get too distracted, but yeah, for sure. You gotta hit your deadlines, bro. Broheim. Bromeostasis. Okay. It's a well-made golf game. Yeah, it's not too bad. I had like 2006. I had a PSP back in the day. I was like one of 5 people who owned them. And I I think it was Tiger Woods PGA 2006, and I played the shit out of that game. The absolute butt off that game. It was a little more arcadey back then, but it kind of suited it. Nice. Butternut's ready to get squashed. Rotor shaft. Oh, I can, yeah, okay. Boing. I'm a little boingy guy. Nice. Does this platform also have stuff on it? Oh, it does. That's kind of obnoxious. Guess I can just go from here. Ah, there we go. Nice. Oh, it's super forgiving too. Wow. Oh, yeah. New Star Path is really cool. I came back 7 days before it ended and grinded the entire thing. Damn, that's hardcore. Did you see your wife and kids during that time? You left them to fend for themselves. Sorry, kids. Disney calls. Come on, you silly barrel. One day I'll do Disney Dreamlight Valley, but not for a while. It's going to take too long. Although, to be fair, like, not really. Because I don't have to do it all day, every single day. In fact, like, it doesn't work like that, I guess. So, from what Nikki's told me. Do it. At some point I will. It's an ultra rare. Is it an ultra rare anymore? I don't remember. Someday I will, though. Though today is not that day. I'm pretty happy we're still sticking with completion percentage for the CP 2025 project that I made up. As my last few projects hadn't really gone that well. Like Ultra Rare July was like a complete flop back in 2023 and all that. So then I didn't stream as much in 2024. So Platinum would take months and months. Yeah. Ever done a game like that? I mean, I did Stardew. And that, I don't remember how long that took me. Maybe like a couple weeks. But I was doing it full time. And Stardew, like, from what Nikki's explained to me, like, sometimes you can only make so much progress in a day towards stuff. So there's not necessarily a point in grinding it like 30 hours a day. 69, nice. But Nikki has the platinum. She's a beast. When did you get it, Nikki? It was like months ago now, right? All right. Finish this at least. Okay. I'm going to grab my foods, and then I'll say bye to everybody. 1 sec, I'll check. Yeah. Do you know that you can't grant the platinum because of those daily conversations with villagers? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So stuff like that is like, you can only do so much of that per day. Wow, it's actually almost been exactly a year since you platted that game. That's crazy. You're a beast. Well, folks, I'm going to have to bounce for the day. This is unfortunately the last stream until Sunday. Usually I'd stream tomorrow on Thursday, but can't this week because I've got a work thing, and we're doing a conference for lessons for my department. And so I'm actually going to be out of the office and getting some really nice meals on the company dime and talking about the future of stuff and things like that. So that'll be pretty cool. But thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun with Power Wash, so I hope you guys are enjoying it too. It's nice to be able to just sit and chat with you guys while still making good progress towards stuff. It's not like playing something like Thumper where I can't keep up with chat at all because I just have to stare at the screen and drool on myself. But yeah, I'll see you all on Sunday. I probably won't play too much. Power Wash off stream because again, I'm trying to be better about not grinding too much stuff off stream. I think like I was counting the other day and it's like Tetris Effect, Vampire Survivors, and then most recently we had Inscription. I finished all those games off stream, and if you're watching and getting invested, it's like, well, why did I watch? Basically, it'd be like if at the end of a movie, there's like a final climactic scene or something, and it just like fades to black, and then it says on the screen, like, and everything worked out fine, the end. It's kind of what I'm doing to people. So try not to do too much off stream. So I'll be picking up from this place where I left off. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week, though, whatever's left of it. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I'll see you folks Sunday if you're around. Love you all very much. Bye-bye.